Are you struggling with feeling stuck in your life journey? Does it seem as if the challenges or conflicts that you keep experiencing are on repeat? Healing through feeling could be your new way through to a more satisfying life. Now, here is the host of the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide, Sharyn Nichols.
Welcome, everyone, to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, on the Inspired Choices Network. And today's topic is freedom. Freedom, free to be you and me. I grew up with Free to Be You and Me. It was one of the most amazing things for me to listen to see as a child. It gave me full permission to just be me. I didn't quite understand it, although I'm going to get more into that as the hour goes by. So I chose this topic today because I really wanted to talk about freedom of self. And we are so much more free than we actually think we are. We let our monkey mind come in and just take over. And so I really want to bring it back. I keep doing this. I keep bringing it back into center because we spend so much of our time in the polarities, and I just want to bring it back to center. I do my best when I go off either end. Doesn't matter which one. Any extreme scares me about me. So I'm going to bring it back. And of course, we're going to start with a meditation. So I'm just going to receive a breath, roll my shoulders, my neck, and just really presence myself and really anchor and be here. So find yourself a comfortable place. Take a moment and allow your eyes to close. And consider your life. Let's honor every moment that you've experienced that has brought you here to this exact moment today. Let's give reverence to the way in which your life has unfolded through the years with the many hardships that you've gone through. Consider your gifts and the meaning of your life. Question: why did you come here to walk your path right now? Keeping your eyes closed and breathing deeply. Focusing on the long inhales and the long exhales. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's take a moment to consider how your mind may bind you. Are there ways in which your mind keeps you small? Be honest. What do you believe you deserve? Repeat to yourself, I deserve the very best. I deserve the very best. I deserve the very best. Breathe that in. Next, imagine how your physical body is holding you back. How's your health? Is there an imbalance there? Feel into the way your body limits you. Get really present with this feeling, however uncomfortable it may be. It's okay. With regards to your body, consider what you might be able to change to make you feel just a little bit freer. And imagine what that could look like. And most importantly, what that feels like. Feel it in your body. Continuing to breathe deeply with your eyes closed and allowing both the bodily and the mental tension to just melt away. Inhale. Exhale. Think about your life and how it serves to reflect back to all your freedoms and all your bonds. Is there a behavior, a situation, or relationship that's holding you back? How can you transform this for yourself in order to feel freer? Feel into the way this is out of alignment with your higher self, your true nature. Feel what it's like to be totally free from this one thing, just this one thing. Does your spirit feel lighter in some way? Feel this newfound sense of freedom in your entire being. Let it go through every cell in your body. Inhale. Exhale. And when you are ready, allow your eyes to open and thank yourself for considering all the ways in which you can be free. You can free yourself from the many ties that bind. And of course, always know this energy field is always available to you. You deserve to find peace, satisfaction, and contentment. And you hold the key to making that a reality. Receive a breath. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. And set yourself free. Set yourself free. Thank you. Thank you for being there, for going there, for allowing. Believe in yourself. It's really, truly that simple. So, as I mentioned before, Free to Be You and Me was developed by actress and author Marlo Thomas. She's always been my hero. She was that girl. And I just thought that was awesome. I didn't fully understand what that meant. And then once I got older and was able to watch some of the reruns of the show, she just showed up as herself. She kept finding herself in all these different wonderful, wacky situations that were always very PG because, of course, that was the time. And she just allowed herself to show up. She just allowed herself to just be that girl. So in 1972, she released stories and songs that were told by the celebrities of the day. And my favorite one always was Rosie Greer. He was this big, I think he still is, this big, huge football player, big man. And he sang the song, It's All Right to Cry. And it gave me such permission as a little girl to cry, because it's all right to cry. Crying gets the sad out of you. It's all right to cry. It just might make you feel better. It gave me that freedom because I was told, don't cry, don't emote, because that would make the grown-ups feel uncomfortable. That would make your friends feel uncomfortable, because when someone starts to emote, it's this normal, natural human instinct to go and comfort them. And if we don't fully understand why they're crying, then we don't understand how to help them, because that's again, we don't want anyone to feel. Feeling any extreme, not good. At least that's what I was thought. At least that's what I was told. And so by giving myself permission, I mean, globally, giving myself permission to feel, that is the basis and the very beginning of Feel to Heal. Because the only way that I could heal myself was actually allow myself to feel. And I'm so grateful that today I do. And for me, that is the ultimate freedom. The ultimate freedom is to feel my feelings. Because the only way out is through. I mean, sometimes you can go over and under and around, although you still have to go through it. There really is no truly avoiding, because at some point you're still going to have to break that barrier. You're still going to have to let go of that chain, cut that cord, break the chain that binds you, that's just holding you back. It's all the perceptions and what we've put into our own heads from our conditioning, from our own belief and understanding of how we are supposed to show up in the world based on what we were told as children. So we have it all wrapped up, all wrong. So let's unpack it. Let's unwind it. Let's really go within and own ourselves, own our freedoms, own our choices now as adults. Let's hug the child within, allow him or her or them to come out, to emote, to say what needs to be said, to make apologies, to ask for forgiveness, to ask others for apologies, and free ourselves. Let's just free ourselves. So we're going to take our first break. And thank you so much for tuning in to today's show on freedom, freedom of self, feeling to heal. This is the Feel to Heal show, and I am Sharyn Nichols, and I look forward to seeing you back after break. Be right back.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. You'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is obtainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols Show with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide. Please reach out. You can find me at feeltoheal.com, my website, which is being upgraded, and I am so excited. I am actually stepping into who I am and who I'm supposed to be, and it's quite freeing. And I'm just going to take a breath on that. And you can also always email me at SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. I welcome all comments, all questions. I welcome it all. I welcome any feedback, any apologies that need to be made, or any forgiveness that I perhaps even need to be asking for. I'm going to put it out there because this is truly what is freeing for me. So if I can do it, so can you. I know I've said that multiple times because this is not rocket science. This is basic human common sense, which we all have. We've just shut it all down. We've been so conditioned to not be who we are supposed to be. So free to be you. So like I usually do, I want to start with some definitions because I love them. They're always just such a great jumping off point for me. It's just a great trigger. It gives me something to respond to. So freedom is defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as the quality or state of being free. The quality or state of being free, such as the absence of necessity, coercion, or constraint in choice or action. The absence of necessity, coercion, or constraint in choice or action. We always have free will. We always, and I mean that, always can choose. We can choose this way or that way. We can choose to react this way or react that way. We can choose to act this way or act that way. I've been saying that it is always freedom of choice. You're going to have your thoughts, you're going to have your feelings. How you choose to react, act or react is freeing. It's it. It is that simple. The Oxford Dictionary defines freedom as the state of being able to do what you want without anything stopping you. That's great. I believe that wholeheartedly. And nothing should, and yes, I'm shoulding, should stop you Although when you're communicating, it's always coming from a place of what is my best next right move for me. You first, you have to put your own oxygen mask on first, and then for those around you, because you do not live in your own little bubble. We are constantly effecting and affecting each other. We can't help it. That's the beauty of being a human being. That's true freedom, is knowing. It's truly knowing who you are. Freedom is a terrific attribute to life, but how often do we actually feel it? We want it, but it's not about grasping it, because that grasping energy no longer allows you to be free. Because we all seek freedom of self and then freedom within ourselves, because excuse me, our soul and our deep inner being is always seeking to express itself. So we all want to, I guess now I'm making an assumption, that we all want to live a life that's in alignment with our own purpose. So freedom allows you that. Freedom allows you to live your life on purpose, in your purpose. And I know we've talked a bit about purpose for myself, and this is my purpose, me showing up weekly, anchoring in all these different topics, ideas, thoughts, questionings, facts, laying it down. It's about me actually feeling free, me showing up for myself first. You know, I'm almost a year into this, and I can't wait. I am going to do an anniversary show, and I've learned so much. Me saying yes to doing this show has allowed me and afforded me the opportunity to free myself, to let go of the false beliefs that I have and have had. I've unwound so much of it for myself. And so can you. That's the beauty of freedom. It's always there for you. It's what are you allowing to hold you back from truly feeling free and being free? Usually I have all these wonderful songs that pop into my head whenever I pick a topic. And so I have Janis Joplin's voice in my head. Actually, Chris Christopherson wrote the song Me and Bobby McGee, because so the line that I've been saying to myself all week is, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. So you have nothing left to lose. So you might as well choose freedom. And then, of course, I also have George Michael. Freedom. I won't let you down. Freedom. I will not give you up. Freedom. Gotta have some faith in the sound. You gotta give what you take. Give what you take. So it's about receiving, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. Again, it's being human. It's about sharing of yourself, receiving what you need in order to give. Give of yourself and then receive from others. Because when you give of yourself, you're giving your gift. And then when you receive, You're receiving someone else's gift, which makes them feel good. It's about the giving and the taking and the giving and the receiving in harmony. That is also another definition of freedom for me. Freedom. It's the one good thing that I've got, says George Michael. Freedom. I won't let you down. Freedom. So please don't give me up. Freedom. Because I would really fill in the blank. Because you got to give what you take. Really love to stick around. I'm just going to take a breath on that. Why do we feel as though we can just not be free? Free of thoughts, free of the ties that bind. It's all just made up constrictions in our mind. Really, we are the ones that think that we are not free. We are the ones that keep going back to that place of, I can't do it. I have this constriction. This thought is holding me back. This person is holding me back. Because if I do this, then. And what if I do this, then I will unwind some of this for myself, some of this for my family, for my community, and then for the collective as the whole. I am going to say, because I do believe this, that it is our given right to believe in freedom. It is our given right to let go of the ties that bind, the thoughts that bind, those shackles that we put on ourselves to keep us back, to hold us down. We oppress ourselves more than anyone else can possibly. Freedom. Freedom. So, what are the things that bind you in your mind, in your thoughts, your feelings, and even in your bodies? What are you allowing to hold you back? We all want freedom from these things, because it ultimately costs us a lot of suffering that's just so unnecessary. We do not need to suffer as much as we do. We put ourselves in a prison of our own making. Here's the key. Literally, you have the key. I think I've said before, it feels as though sometimes you're in a cage and that you have bars around you. Although if you actually look behind you, there are no bars, because we're just looking forward and we're just so myopic that all we see are the prison bars. Turn behind you. Walk out. It is time for our next break. Thank you so much for listening to the Freedom Show on Feel to Heal on the Inspired Choices Network. And I am Sharyn Nichols. And thank you so much for tuning in. See you back here in a moment.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols Show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, you'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols Show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to, before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is attainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols Show with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back. Thank you so much. We're talking about freedom. 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 I know, I'm sorry, I can't sing very well, or at least I'm singing off key. Although I'm just so excited about this topic because this whole week has been so freeing for me. I've been dealing with so much. And it doesn't even matter because I'm unwinding all of this conditioning. So yes, I can go on and tell you all the things that have affected me this week, both mentally, physically, and I suppose even in my soul. And so if we can claim our right to be here in this world, and belong to a place where we can authentically exist and express ourselves, we can truly start to embrace who we are, being grounded in who we are. Sorry, I apologize. I'm taking a moment to collect myself and my thoughts, and so I apologize for the silence. So I want to take a moment to consider what your mental bondage is, what causes you to suffer, because we all have limited beliefs and thoughts that tend to keep us feeling stuck, feeling as though we have no choice, feeling as though we cannot be free. So just think about what they could be for you, because you don't have to allow them to hold you. You can free yourself. It is very, 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 very simple to really do it. I know that sounds a little, I know I always, I need to stop saying that. I need to free myself of saying that I know, because that actually holds me back, because it implies, at least for me as I'm hearing it, it implies that I need to convince you of something, that I actually know something. And I don't need to convince you of anything because you already know. So that's, I know. Oh gosh, I'm just going to continue to laugh at myself. Because happiness and freedom are not found through another person, money, or things. Your best life and the best version of you can only come from you. Whew, think about that. So when you discover you, when you go deep within, and so therefore you let go of what is holding you back, what thoughts and feelings are holding you back, you then can peel away the layer and you can actually see within and really get deep down to your true essence, who you are. And that's freedom. That's then you showing up as you without anyone telling you what you can and can't do. Now, of course, there's always boundaries and always need to be mindful of them, setting them for yourself, and then keeping in mind other people's boundaries. It's not like you now then, in order for you to be free, you need to tell everybody exactly what you think and feel of them. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's about you knowing for you what your truths are. And then it's appropriately communicating them, because remember, we always have a choice. So I'm not telling you that freedom is about imploding your life. No, freedom is about you knowing who you are. So free yourself from your negative thoughts, because those thoughts are going to be constantly running through you, through your head. And it's okay to have them. You can have your thoughts, then you can have your feelings. Free yourself. You don't need to hold on to them. Because for me, once I let go of all of my shoulds and all the things that I thought were wrong with me on a consistent basis, I found some freedom of thought. Or I just allow my thoughts and then let them go, because, like I've said, 90% of the time, I'm 100%. That other 10, I allow myself to be human. And so it's part of the human condition is learning and growing and allowing. So start talking to yourself positively. Start looking for the evidence of where you are actually free. Start looking for the evidence of, you got this. There's so many wonderful affirmations that Post-its, put them everywhere. You got this. That's the affirmation that I say to myself before every show. Sharyn, you got this. Because I do. Because even if I don't, I do. Even if I forget what I'm saying, even if I go off course, even if I say something that I have to backtrack, I'm showing up as me. I'm being human. I am being all that I can be. And that's freeing. Wow, it is. So here's another thing that I have to take into consideration. Letting go of the people that you have allowed to keep you in the prison of your own making. Because it's always a choice. It is always a choice. I know, I feel like a broken record. you always have freedom of choice. And do you notice how you choose to not be free? And it's just as simple to choose to be free. It's that easy. Except we have it such built as a construct in our head that it has to look a certain way. Or we have to have all of our ducks in a row before we can actually say yes to freedom. How sad for us. And I'm going to go so far as to say that with taking things personally and making assumptions and being right as opposed to being happy. Thank you. I just got this aha, that actually I have the freedom to be happy. I also have the freedom to be right. And I also have the freedom to not be right. It's my choice. So you don't have to agree with me. You can say to yourself, or say out loud, or talk to your phone or your computer or whatever listening device. No, Sharyn, you're wrong. I have to be right. You're wrong. I am right. That's not freedom. Freedom is not that. Freedom doesn't, I cannot be free because fill in the blank, because this person said that to me, because this person believes this about me, or because I believe this about myself. I'm really a sucky human being. Yeah, moments you probably are, but because I don't necessarily want to negate that, because I'm sure moments you are a sucky human being, because I know at moments and times I'm a sucky human being because I can't help it. So it's more times than not that I am an awesome human being. More times than not, I show up, I give, I allow, I receive. I laugh, I have fun. I'm happy. Because being happy is a choice. And I'm free to be happy, even if I'm feeling constricted, even if I'm feeling held back, even if I'm allowing someone to hold me back with my thoughts, even if I keep myself in the prison of my own making. So we're going to take our next break. And I really want you to think about what is holding you back. And what can you do? Where's your key? Is it just for you to turn around and look behind you and notice that you're actually really not in any prison? Or do you have the key in your hand, or is it in your pocket? And all you have to do is put your hand in your pocket and take out the key and just unlock the door. I mean, it is so simple, except we put layers upon layers upon layers, and we make it so difficult. Why? Why do we make it so difficult for ourselves? You don't even need to answer it. Just stop making it so difficult. It's really that simple. You don't even have to answer why, because you already know. And it's the why that keeps you stuck. It's the why that does not allow you to be free. So when we come back from break, we're going to continue to talk about freedom and how to free yourself. I am Sharyn Nichols, and you are listening to the Feel to Heal show on the Inspired Choices Network. And I look forward to seeing you back in a couple of minutes.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, You'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is obtainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols Show with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, and today's topic is freedom. And I really want to stress the importance of knowing that it's okay to feel how you feel, and that trauma that we've all experienced can be very hard to overcome, and that it's not something that you need to do alone. I know I keep saying it's easy to do, although you may need a second person to run things by. Seek out listening to more of my show, reaching out to me as a therapist or any other therapist to help you with the trauma, to help you remove the bars, to help you break down the barriers and get out of the prison of your own making. Because your thoughts and your feelings are real. The trauma is real. I'm not saying that it isn't. Although to free yourself is to allow yourself to move through it. Acknowledge that it happened. It's a part of who you are. Become your own freedom fighter for you. So, I know we've been talking a lot about your thoughts and your mind, and I know I mentioned, letting go of the relationships that no longer serve you, having to do with letting go of the thoughts. So now let's talk about your body. Let's talk about how you can have freedom within yourself. And it has to do with diet. And I'm not saying that you need to go on a diet. It's not about losing weight. It's about what you put in physically, what you put into your body. So yes, I've talked about the thoughts that you think and the things that you listen to, and that can also be freeing. So let's talk about the things that you physically put into your body, the choices that you make with the foods that you choose. There's no judgment in this at all. I just know for myself, when I'm eating as clean as I can, I just feel better. When I am consciously choosing to put something into my body that is going to take away from where I am, or where, being present, because we know there's definitely certain foods, there's even certain substances that we can choose, and we have the freedom to choose them, to put into our body that will take us away. Again, freedom of choice. So just acknowledge to yourself and know that your freedom is in choosing. And it's okay. It's okay if you still need to check out in moments. Sometimes it can be really overwhelming, and you have the freedom to choose. Choose yourself. go deep down into your soul now, because now I'm going to talk about the soul. Your soul knows. So once you've moved past the thoughts and past the feelings and allow your body to just be, peel away all those layers and get into your soul and let your soul be free. Let your soul be free to be the driver. Your soul has the blueprint. And quite often we allow our mind and our body to stop our soul from taking us to where we want to go. Because there is always ways around all of our constrictions, even the physical ones. Always. People are constantly inventing new ways with which to communicate. Choose freedom. Choose it. Choose to get out of the prison of your own making. It can be fun. It really can be. Allowing, noticing, being. Choose you. Because freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. I mean, seriously, what do you have to lose? The worst would be going back to your prison. Go back to your little box. It's okay. It's all good. It's going to always be there. Remember the vat that I was talking about? That vat will always be there. That vat, which to me equates a prison, will always be there for you. So what do you have left to lose? Try it. You just might like it. Like the Life commercial. Mikey, you just might like it. Choose you. Choose freedom. Choose stepping out. Look both ways. And you just might find. Because you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. And that's freedom. Thank you, Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones. Not 100% sure who wrote that song. However, I will give the credit. Because you just might find you get what you need. Because you can't always get what you want. And what you want is in the prison of your own making. So thank you so much for tuning in. Next week's show is going to be how to be a me while also being a we. There's going to be a lot about balance and about freedom and about choosing and about putting on your own oxygen mask first before making a choice or before making a decision. I can't thank you enough for listening and tuning in to today's show on freedom. It has been so freeing for me to share of myself, to step out of my own prison, of my own making, and my own belief systems that I have allowed up until now to hold me back. I love being human. I love being free. So when in doubt, breathe in, breathe out, and everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. I love you all. Enjoy your freedoms. I'll see you all back here next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.
Thank you for choosing to listen to the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show. Sharyn Nichols will return next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you'll join us. Until then, give up the struggle, feel all you need to feel, and make this week your best one yet.